Now, hold on for a second, because
Sure.
I want to talk to you about the Fed and what the president said about the Fed, because this is important too. Here's the quote. This is what the president said about Jerome Powell, who chairs the Federal Reserve. Every time we do something great, he raises the interest rates. So that's heavy-duty pressure from the President of the United States to the independent Fed saying, don't do it. But you agree with the President, don't you?
I agree. I think we're raising interest rates too often. You know, we had one interest rate increase in the entire Obama administration. It was in December of 2015. Stock market tanked. It's a testament to the strength of the economy that they're doing this. But 6 times since the president's been elected, 7 times since the election. It'll be the 8th time since the election in December. That's too many, too fast.
But isn't that what the Federal Reserve is supposed to do? When you've got a booming economy, you don't leave interest rates super low, because if you do, you'll end up with inflation.
We also won't have any weapons in your arsenal, any arrows in your quiver when there's a recession. And eventually there will be a recession. So we do want interest rates to increase. But if you increase them too quickly, you're going to put the brakes on this economic growth that's been so spectacular so far. I think the president's working very hard to see that that continues. So he obviously gets upset when he thinks interest rates are being raised too often.
Should he be doing this? Should he be saying this kind of thing directly to the independent Fed?
Well, the Fed remains independent. The Fed chair has a 4-year term, and you can only be terminated for cause. It's much like when President Obama criticized the Supreme Court decision in the State of the Union address. Well, the Supreme Court's independent, too. There's nothing wrong with criticizing what somebody else does or another department does. That's different than politically influenced. The guy's not running for office, the Fed chair.
We've never seen this before, have we?
No, we haven't seen it before. But
it
doesn't bother me.
It doesn't?
No.
You don't think we face an inflationary threat?
I think we do have an inflationary threat. I think if we raise interest rates slowly, I think we will be able to hold that in check. We've had much stronger economic growth than the 3.1% CBOs, predicting this year without huge inflation. I think we've got some room to grow. People's wages are finally going up. The economy's doing so well. Let's not kill it in its infancy. Let's let it grow a little.
Okay, we hear you, Andy Puzder, and thanks very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.